Coach Ellerby was just talking about Javontes and all the energy he brings. Just how important is that energy on the practice field, and kind of how have you seen him grow as a leader over the last few years?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's super important, really, just to get kind of the whole group going. Especially right now, it's really hot during fall camp, it's good to have a lot of guys try to keep everybody motivated. But definitely, Spraggs is one of those guys who really does try to keep the energy up, as well as a few others like Dane Davis and John Campbell, just to name a few.
What's it been like adding Andre Carrick to the room, and kind of what do you feel like he's been able to provide you all?
Yeah, Andre is great. He came in from Texas last season, and he's really been able to help, come in and compete, and then also, give us some added depth in areas that we need it. And, he's pretty versatile out there, and he's a pretty good player.
Eric and Vince.
No, with full pads coming on here tomorrow, you'll learn more, especially with the scrimmage. But a couple position battles up front. How has left guard, right tackle kind of looked in camp so far?
Yeah, I mean, we've got more depth right now than we've had in years. And so there's a lot of guys who can really fill out both spots. I mean, myself, Addison Nichols, Ollie Lane, Andre Carrick, kind of the guys that you would see, at left guard. And then also, at right tackle, we've had a lot of guys like, Gerald Mincy and J.J. Crawford, Dane Davis, just a few of those guys. I mean, they've all got, a lot of playing time and experience here, and so that's really good to look at them at that spot.
What are the areas you and your coaches have pointed out and noticed that you've improved in your game?
I think for me, one of the biggest things that I've improved, heading into this fall camp is my punch and pass pro, and then also just really just pass blocking, and then also getting into leadership in general. I think those have been the biggest things that have really helped me out so far.
The hype around this program right now, I feel like, is probably pretty similar to when your dad played with the Vols. Have you guys had any conversations about that, and just how much of a privilege it is for you both to be able to play college football in the times that you have been able to?
We've had a few conversations about it. There's also a little bit of trash talk between, who we think is better, either, 90s Tennessee football or, current, like, 2022, 2023, Tennessee football. But, no, it's great to have had a dad who has had that experience, because he also knows really what it's like when everything's going well. And I've seen in these past 5 years, a lot of the ups and downs of Tennessee football, and really just to see how Knoxville has just, swarmed in more than ever really on this team, and kind of, how our fans have been this whole time since really, the beginning of last year has just been amazing. And my dad's told me it's really a lot like it was in the 90s. The fans are just as excited, and it's a really good time to be a Vol right now.
You mentioned the energy from John Campbell. What are some other things that he brings to the table?
John is really sound in the pass game. I will say that he's quick as a cat. He's big. He's just a really athletic player, and it's really good to have him at left tackle, especially considering that we got him from a previous school last year.
You talked briefly about the competition, especially up front. How is that motivating you to also get better and maybe play a bigger role this upcoming season?
It's definitely always motivating. I mean, even if there, have been starters in all 5 spots. But, really for me, it's just knowing that, we do have to fill that spot that Jerome left. And Jerome was an incredible player here. And I take a lot of stuff I learned from him. But really, it's just knowing that this is something I want to be able to contribute more to the team. And, that just really motivates me is just playing for the other guys and, hoping to get more playing time this season.
Anything else?
All right, thank you.